What do they say? He can't hold his liquor. What do they say? He can't hold his liquor.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Welcome, welcome, welcome one, all, and everyone. Welcome to another Doom Vlog. This episode of the Doom Vlog is episode 49, brought to you by our sponsors, Anal Diseases. Now today, sorry about that, I couldn't think of anything else. What does that say about me? Welcome, it's BZ in the Neon Doom Room. We're here for another sterling, fantastic tactical episode of the Doom Vlog, episode 49. Very close, one episode closer to 50. Technically, last week we had the error episode that was meant to be this episode, but it failed. It failed. Hence the name, episode error. And Roddy's not focusing on me. Hang on. Is that working now, Roddy? So, yeah, no, Roddy's not focusing on me. Roddy's not being a very nice person. Focus on me. Me. There we go. So here we are in the Neon Doom Room for another episode of the Doom Vlog. Now, I'd like to introduce you, before I go ahead with anything else and any more rambling, because you know how I like to ramble, I would like to introduce you to my camera, Rotten Roddy. I usually bumble and mumble about Rotten Roddy, but I'll just introduce him straight away. Rotten Roddy. He's called Rotten Roddy because he's made a few mistakes in the past and continues to sometimes make mistakes to this day. But we still love him. He's my master at arm's length, my camera, my compatriot, my friend, my buddy, my backup in a fight. What can we say about Rotten Roddy? He's all-seeing, all-knowing, ever-present, unjudgmental. Cameras, I mean, what kind of camera would you be if you are judgmental? Very, very much a thing to look up to. We've got Mike. Mike's here. Mike's always here. So we've got Rotten Roddy, Mike, and me. And this room. And up here, we have a movie playing. It was the same movie as we were playing last week. Let me just move Mike a bit closer. It's the same movie as we were playing last week. And I thought I'd just play it again because I never told you what the movie was. And I did that intentionally this time because I really wanted to play it this week. So I want you to guess, what is this movie? What is this? This is an 80s movie. I'm pretty darn sure it's an 80s movie. I don't think that has the date on it, so I'm not going to read the back of that. I'm pretty darn sure it's an 80s movie. If it's not an 80s movie, no, it'd have to be an 80s movie. Definitely have to be an 80s movie. So guess what the movie is. It's one of my favorite movies from when I was young. One of my favorite movies. Let's see if you can guess it. I'm wearing my Jar Jar Binks top tonight. I know Jar Jar Binks is hated, but anything and everything is better than the sequels. So I'm turning around on Jar Jar. He still knows the shit out of me a bit. I like the actor, Ahmed Best, and he was also in The Mandalorian's backstory. There's Jar Jar. I bought this for shits and giggles. Also, I mainly bought it pretty much to just piss people off that don't like Jar Jar. So there you go. If you're suitably pissed off, then I've done my job. If I wear it out in public and they're pissed off, suitably done my job. Welcome everyone. I'm going to say hello in the chat very briefly. I am also very apologetic that I'm here so late. Now, I know I said this last week, but last week I had all those dramas. I came in here this week to try to rectify those dramas because I couldn't figure out what was going on. I updated my phone. My phone update took an hour. Can you believe it? Can you believe that shit? It took me an hour to update my phone. I don't know why this update was so special, but it took me an hour to update my phone. Rotten Roddy, please pay attention. Please pay attention, Rotten Roddy. I think I need to move the camera. No, I'm in the middle. Rotten Roddy's just not paying attention. Come on. I'm very blurry. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the movie in the background or what. Come on, Roddy. Focus. Focus, Roddy. Focus, Roddy. Yeah, he's really struggling. I can see him like zooming in and out trying to capture my attention. Yeah, I don't know what the update was. Why my phone updated for so long. I then updated OBS, which is my streaming software. And then I tried to move over all of my bumpers. So I tried to move those bumpers over and I had the same issues. So it was getting very frustrating. What did I end up doing is I managed to move a couple over and then I ended up having to try a few things. So one of the things I tried was to copy by right-clicking on some stuff and then right-clicking in the folder I wanted them to go, and that seemed to work. So I don't know what's going on. It was saying my file was unsupported, so I don't know if I've got an issue, I don't know, somewhere along the lines. This is like essentially a brand new laptop, so there shouldn't be any problems with it. I do have the virus software on there as well. I know I had the virus software down for a couple of weeks before I realized it was down and paid for it and had it up and going again, but as far as I'm aware, there isn't any issues with the computer. It's running fine. It's not overheating. I know I have a million things plugged into it, but it's running fine, so I don't understand. Technology, it's meant to be easy. It's meant to make our lives easier, but I don't know. Anyway, welcome. So I am here. I know it's really late. It's now nearly 2:30. We're just going to have to continue on as we can. It's the best we can do. Now, we do have one live viewer. I'd like to welcome that one live viewer. I'm not too sure who that one live viewer is. Welcome to the chat if you want to say hello. So tonight is reasonably action-packed. I got something in the mail that I've been waiting for. The big thing is not arrived yet. So from Rare Waves has not arrived yet. Still waiting for that. We've got more things coming from Rare Waves, actually. We've got some more things coming from Rare Waves. I don't know. There's just too much physical media out there. So, I don't know. I sometimes I give up sometimes when I'm online. Like, I do a search. It used to be really fun to do a search. Like, I'll buy one of these and buy one of these. And now it's like, well, what do I actually want now? Like, what do I actually want ahead of other things? There's a million Blu-rays I could buy. You know I'm on a Blu-ray hunt. Always on a Blu-ray hunt. What do I need like before the random things? And then I search and I find good deals, but then I find other deals and then I can't make my mind up and I just get off my phone. And then I find after a long day's work, because I do roughly 10 hours a day. Don't ask me why. And I do like my job. Please don't get me wrong. I do like my job, but it's 10 hours on my feet a day, managing a bunch of people. But yeah, I get home and sometimes my brain just farts and I can't do it. So there has been a lot of procrastinating over what I should get, but that's okay. There's still stuff coming and I did a shop today. But let us get on with the way that the vlog normally works. First, I want to say hi. I hope you're all well. I hope everyone's doing really well. I hope everyone's lives are going according to plan. I hope that you're hunting for physical media toys. Gosh, anything at all. Books. I don't know, crockery? Does anyone collect crockery? I hope you don't hunt and collect dead butterflies, because that kind of makes me sad. A little bit sad on the inside when I hear about things like that. But if you do collect them, then I guess it's going well. And yeah, I hope you're watching lots of movies. I'm not watching lots of movies. I've been watching random shit on YouTube a lot. I really, I really feel like I need another holiday. I need to be in here. That's where I need to be. I need to be in here, which is slowly getting tidier. And I need to just put on movie after movie, like I did when I was young. You know, 7 movies, 7 days, $7, and just watch them all in one day, and then hand them back and buy another lot. So yeah, but I don't do that. I do a lot of working, a lot of sleeping, and not much else. So, moving on, we're going to do the very first thing we always do when we start a Doom vlog, is we're going to have a beer. This time I do have beer. I still do have a little bit of cider left, but we're going to have a beer tonight. I had to have some energy drink because I had a weird morning. I'll tell you about my morning. Last night I fell asleep. Actually, last night I went to go to bed, and I couldn't sleep, so I ended up in the lounge room, and I watched, I don't know, I ate a couple of chips, it wasn't that much, and watched a little bit of Clone Wars. I think it was on TV in the lounge room. Passed out. Like I said, long days on my feet. Did not even last. Passed out, woke up. Usually I wake up between 3 and 4. Like, if I'm on the couch, usually my brain wakes me up between 3 and 4 and kind of tells me, hey, what are you doing here? You need to be in bed. This morning, I did not wake up at 3 or 4. I woke up and it was daylight outside. It was 7 a.m. It's not often that my wife and kids, or my kids do sleep in, but it's not often my wife sleeps in. It was 7 a.m. My wife is still asleep. I'm like, well, I'm not going to bother her because I do like extra sleep in. I'm not going to bother her by going back to bed. I don't want to wake her up. So I just got up and I felt horrible. I didn't feel good. I wanted to really sleep a bit more. But I just got up. I had an energy drink and a little bit of coffee, and I got up and I stayed up. I realised the backyard was dirty, and I had a plan that day. I was going to mow it today or yesterday. But yeah, so I stayed up. I stayed up from 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning, which is unheard of for me. So this evening, when I was sitting in front of the TV with the kids, we watch The Middle at the moment. We've chosen TV shows to watch. One of them is The Middle. Before that, it was what was it? It's the show from the backstory of, oh, I always forget his name. The backstory from my brain's saying Third Rock from the Sun. It's not Third Rock from the Sun. The story about the nerds, whatever that's, my brain's not functioning. The story about the nerds, scientists, the backstory to him anyway. But we watched that and then we watched The Middle. And I passed out on the couch. Just passed out on the couch Saturday night. That does not happen. Usually I'm prepping for a vlog. I'm getting the kids ready for bed and I'm coming in here. Passed out. Got in here about 10:30 or so. Yeah. So, yeah, my body's completely out of whack. This whole story is to tell you my body is completely out of whack. And I have got an energy drink again, but I'm going to get a beer. So we're going to do beer first, and then we're going to do Let's Get Physical Media. We've got a bit to talk about with Let's Get Physical Media. We've got mail today, which is great. So I've got 2 containers of mail, including an umbrella order, which is great for their $12.50 and above sale. I think that's what it was. No, was that $12.50 and under sale? We talked about it last time. And we've got a piece of mail that's come through from a buy on eBay. And then we're going to have Toy Talk. I think we're going to Toy Talk. And a little bit of news. A little bit of news that's kind of pissing me off at the moment about Disney. Disney don't like me. They don't like me, but that's not why I'm pissed off. They've cut a few of my videos in the past. But that's not why I'm pissed off. We'll talk about that soon. I did say it on my Instagram. If anyone follows my Instagram, I am quite pissed off about it, but we'll get to that eventually. Trying really hard not to yawn. Have you guessed the movie yet? At least Roddy's focusing on me now. All right. Let us go to beer. Ready, steady, beer. Beer time. It's beer time. I hope you like that little bit of extra music that I added on today, this one. I've always liked that little vlog time logo, this one. I've always liked it. I just used it on my Instagram videos. I've turned it off. Yes, I've turned it off. But then I added this little thing so I can have it playing when I start. Well, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Bit of a bit of a head fuck trying to organize it. But here we go. So look, we've still got one live viewer. We've had 3 views so far. Hoping I'm not boring the shit out of you. I'm going to go and get the beer out of the fridge. I'm going to put on... What can I put on? Let's put these Millennium Falcons on that I still can't believe are in one store. I don't know if this is AI generated, but this is apparently a bunch of mostly 80s Millennium Falcons in an op shop. I'm going to put this on while I go and grab the beer out of the fridge. Hang on. All right. I might mute myself too. Hang on. Okay. All right. All right. All right. You can also see some Boba Fett's fire spray starship. Not allowed to say slave one because that's a terrible word to use. Let's go back to Roddy Cam. Rotten Roddy. Okay, so we have, look, I kept it simple. I just went to Aldi and I got some of this beer because I really like it. The Paulaner Munchen Hell. Munchner Hell. You ever want a Munchner? You get it in hell. My hand's shaky. With this lovely picture. I like the Weiss beer too. The Weiss beer, the wheat beer. Paulaner Weiss beer is good. This is very nice. Munchner Hell. Had this the other day. I had it after I got back from work because I was feeling really just like, oh, I need beer. It's been a long week. And I had it in the fridge and it was cold, but it just wasn't quite cold enough. So you ever drunk a beer, a frothy kind of beer, not, you know, super frothy, but when it's cold, it's much more crisp. When it's not cold, it tends to be frothier and bloat you more. And that's what happened. I drank it. It wasn't quite cold enough and I just felt really bloated afterwards. This is nice and cold. All right. We are going to drink it in our Bogan Brews stein of sorts, beer mug. Won't explain what Bogan Brews is because I'll get in trouble on YouTube. Should fit the whole thing. There we go. A little bit of head on that. That's what she said. All right. I feel like I'm holding this very precariously. My left hand is really not as strong as my right. So, oh, sorry, Mike. There's our Bogan Brews. Let's just say that Bogan Brews has nothing to do with actual brews. Well, you can look it up. It's a great glass, though. Great glass. All right. Oh, yes. Very nice. I wish my table was just a bit bigger. Actually, I would love a giant table, but I'm cramped in here. And it works. It works. I like it, but I'm squashed in here. It's a very squashy workstation. All right. Throw the can. Straight in the bin. Yes. I tried to put this sticker on here today. I don't think I put it on enough. I didn't want to hit the buttons. I could have moved it over just a little bit more. Does that look okay? Well, I should probably have it closer. There you go. A bit closer. Too close to the camera. Welcome. All right. We've done beer. We're having a beer, I should say. We are going to talk about physical media. I haven't exactly gone on a huge hunt. I went to 2 different op shops recently. We'll do the whole bumper and stuff in a minute. Went to a couple of op shops recently, and I found some interesting things. I also found some things that we're going to use as part of a competition. And the competition is going to be for the 50th episode of the Doom vlog. Now, look, we don't have 1 million people following us. I mean, that can change in the foreseeable future. We don't have 1 million people following us. That's okay. But what we need to do is we need to get more people. So this is a competition, which I'll talk about at another time. But it's a competition that's going to try to encourage people to subscribe and to jump on my Instagram. So I found some steel books the other day. The movies aren't really the kind of movies that I would want to watch, but I know they're the kind of movies other people would like to watch. That's not me being judgmental. It's just these particular movies are horror movies that are not really in my wheelhouse, and that's okay. It's just not for me. More for other people. But the steel books are very nice looking. I need to give them a bit of a better look, make sure I clean them up. But they're going to be part of the competition. So we'll show them to you tonight, and we will then go ahead and try to figure out some more ones to go in the competition later on. You'll get more details later. Before we move on, though, let us do the bumper for Let's Get Physical Media. Can I just ask, can anyone hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me?
Gosh, I really hope that you can hear me.
Can you all?
Yeah, you can hear me. I'm sure you can hear me. The microphone seems to be working. No one said anything. I've got, how many people we got in? Oh, we've lost our live viewer. That's okay. That's all right. And Mark said he'd be here tonight. Maybe I've just come in too late. It's possible I've come in too late. That's okay. So we might speed up a little bit just in case we're boring the shit out of people. Let's go physical media. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it, Roddy. Let's get physical media. Where is it? There it is. Let's get physical media.
Let's get physical media. I wanna get physical media. Let me hear your movies talk.
Let me hear movies talk. All right. Last time we talked about quite a few DVDs and some Blu-rays. Last time, let's just quickly click this. We talked about Cutthroat Island, which, gosh, maybe I'll chuck it on tonight. Cutthroat Island. We talked about that was brand new. We talked about Possession, sorry, not Obsession. Possession, which we found secondhand. I'll have to clean that sticker residue off. And we talked about an ordering of Night of the Comets, which I have on DVD, which will actually be going. The DVD will be going in the competition runnings, I think. We'll talk about that later. Tonight we have other things. In bags down here. Just move that bag. You saw the bag. Woo! You saw the bag. I got that today. Let's get this one. This was in another paper bag. And these ones are in the plastic bag. Crinkly plastic bag. Okay. I don't think I need that paperwork. There's not many in here. This was from one store. Oh, noisy. So noisy. Okay. We got the stack there. The first one of these is a VHS tape. Picked up because I'm in Australia. I'm Australian, mate. And this is an Australian music VHS. That music VHS is Australian made. I like music things. I can't buy everything, obviously. Wouldn't watch them all anyway. It's got In Excess, Jimmy Barnes, the Vinyls, the Models, the Saints, the Triffids, and I'm Talking. Has it got, which one of the Saints ones has it got on there? Oh, it's got Ghost Ships. I was hoping it would have Stranded on there. That's okay. It's a cool VHS tape. I'll have to align the cover. It's a little bit off. Australian made. And you got the bands on the back. Bit of a blurb. And there are the bands. And it's in order of appearance. In Excess, Jimmy Barnes, the Triffids, I'm Talking, the Saints, the Vinyls, the Models, In Excess again, Jimmy Barnes, In Excess again, Jimmy Barnes again, In Excess, and Jimmy Barnes. Pretty cool. Tape is in there and rewound, pretty much all the way rewound, rewound. Pretty much always, all the way rewound. 1988, man. Polygram Video. Give it up for Polygram Video. So that was cool. $1. $1. And $1-y-do. I picked this one up because of childhood nostalgia. I might see, and the case is a bit janky. Disc is pretty much clean. I used to watch this guy a lot when I was young. He's a singing kind of actor. His name's Danny Kaye, and he did quite a few different movies, a lot of funny ones. This one was about the story of Hans Christian Andersen, and it is aptly called Hans Christian Andersen. I bought it so that I could, maybe my kids might want to watch it because I like musical movies, and yeah, I really liked Danny Kaye when I was a kid. Watched Jerry Lewis, Danny Kaye, a lot of other random stuff as well. But I just picked it up for nostalgia. It was only $1. Yep, it was $1. So I don't know if we'll get around to watching it. I might take. I'm deciding to actually get some slip sleeves, and to get a lot of these ones out of their cases and into slip sleeves because I'm running out of space in here and I can't actually do it any longer. There'll be a lot of stuff that'll go in slip sleeves and into like a box so I can flick through them. They'll look nice, don't worry. They'll look nice. They'll have the cover and the disc in there. It's just I can't do these cases anymore. I don't have enough room for the cases. Next one I picked up was Freeway. It's got Kiefer Sutherland, Reese Witherspoon, and Brooke Shields in it. It's a slasher, killer, psycho killer, pervert movie, I guess you'd call it, because he's a bit of a psycho. And she's on a freeway, and it's about how she escapes him, and then he comes back to get revenge. I don't know what year this is. This is a real movie, though. This isn't like flashback entertainment or anything. Oh, there's Brooke Shields. But yeah, she defends herself against him attacking her, and then he gets injured, and he sort of chases her down out of revenge. So I've never seen it. The lady at the op shop said she'd seen it, but she couldn't remember Brooke Shields in it. But I can see her on the back. She looks like the wife of his wife, maybe. What year is this? It says 2006. That may be the distribution date. But it looked interesting. Kind of a slasher film. And like, you know, ultimately Kiefer Sutherland's done a lot of different roles. In this one, he's a bit of a psycho killer. Yeah, looked interesting. Had to pick it up. It was only $1. I picked this one up because I've seen it, and it's a very sad movie. I don't know why I bought it, because I don't know if I'll watch it again. But I do have it. Very clean. The other movie was very clean as well. If anyone's seen this movie, you know it's a Guillermo del Toro Presents movie. If you've watched a lot of horror, you would have seen it. Very scary and very sad. The Orphanage. The Orphanage. If you've seen this movie, you know hits hard. I think it's a Spanish film. I can't remember off the top of my head. It does have widescreen 16:9 and a letterbox 235.1. Spanish. So I think it's a Spanish film. 2007. Ooh, the Weinstein Company. Oh, that's a bit of a... It does come with special features. When Laura grew up, constructing the orphanage, mixing the audio, the making of, lighting the darkness through the lens. Simon, Roger Princep, the credit sequence, animatics, alternative ending, alternative opening, Thomas's Den, extended scenes, and storyboards. So yeah, had to pick it up. It was only $1. They've been having a little bit more horror lately. I think it was the residual stuff of the lady that handed in her mum who passed away's horror and thriller collection. So I keep popping in to have a look. Another one that's in the same ballpark. I didn't check the disc, but I'm going to now. Yeah, clean. She looks after her discs. Haven't heard of this one before. It does have James Woods, though, in it. And Robert Sean Leonard. I don't know who Robert Sean Leonard is, and I've never seen this movie. But it does have James Woods in it. Oliver Stone presents Killer, A Journey of Murder. James Woods is the main character. Oliver Stone presents. I don't know what era this is meant to have been set in. It looks like it's old-timey. He was hailed as America's first serial killer. They said he was mean, cowardly, and beyond redemption. So how could a self-confessed robber, rapist, and murderer of 21 people, including women and children, befriend a morally upright family man? This is the incredible true story of convicted and executed killer Carl Panzram and the unorthodox friendship he shared with the only guard who showed unexpected friendship inside the walls of America's toughest prison. Yeah, you can see he is the prisoner. James Woods is a very good actor. $1. Once again, another horror adjacent find. Sorry, I'm just checking the disc. Double checking the disc. Very clean. Don't know anything about this one, but then again, I don't watch as many movies as other people. Also $1. Misha Barton, Rebecca De Mornay, and Julianne Michelle. Apartment 1303. Some rentals are too good to be true. So this lady obviously collected a lot of ghost stories and slashers and thrillers and supernatural and demonic possession movies, things like that. Open the door to the ultimate terror. I won't read the whole back of it. That was $1. Oh, that was the last one of that bunch. Let me just move them over so I don't knock anything else. All right. I don't know if there's anybody here. Hello, live viewer. Whoever the live viewer is, welcome. Don't know if you're the same live viewer or a new live viewer, but welcome. I feel like this mic, I don't know, I might need to readjust this sticker on here. Doesn't look quite right. All right, so we're going to now open the other bag. There it is over there. Sorry, I have to go get it. I thought it was closer, but it's not. I gotta wiggle this chair. It's right next to a glass cabinet. Give me a second. Oh. Oh my gosh, so such a squashy space. Such a squashy space. All right, let's put that down. Got a few things in here. Got some VHS, got some DVD. Let's get the VHS tapes out. Let's put it down first. Let's put it down, mate. Oh. Let's put it down, mate. Put it down, mate. Let's go. Yeah, these were some interesting ones. Some interesting ones. Let's put them here. Have another beer. First VHS tape. First VHS tape is Once Upon a Time in America. I think most of us would have seen this if we're into the old movies. This has, I think, a European style cover because it's got the 18 on it. I gave this a good look, to be honest. Warner Brothers Home Video, or Warner Home Video, I should say. It's been pretty much rewound. Doesn't have the sticker on it, but it does have a topper. Once Upon a Time in America on VHS. Does that sticker say anything? No. Suitable for persons of 18 years and over for $1. The tape has this setup. It's got a Warner. Look, it's come with the original case. If you see the original case, it's got the Warner. It's Warner, isn't it? Weinstraub Entertainment Group. No, Weinstraub Entertainment Group. I thought that was Warner. I was wrong about that. But no front sticker. But this is one that's got everything on the topper. So it's got a Warner Home Video there. It's got the 18 plus. And it's got this interesting logo topper on it. I was interested in the way they do these stickers. They always have the backing kind of pictures of the logo, sort of like peppered all over it. So that was a pretty cool find. Put that up there. The next VHS tape. These I don't really know much. I've watched Once Upon a Time in America before. This one I don't know anything about, but it's got Stellan Skarsgård in it and Harvey Keitel. So it shows how long Stellan Skarsgård's been around. Stellan Skarsgård. I'm drinking. Saying Stellan Skarsgård, Stellan Skarsgård, Stellan Skarsgård. Very, very hard to say. If I drink too much, I'm going to end up sounding like this.
Well, I say, he can't hold his liquor.
Anyone heard of a movie called Taking Sides? A film by Academy Award-winning director Istvan Szabo, based on a true story. Did I check it? It's back to front. It has been rewound, which is a good thing. Let's show you the case. Harvey Keitel and Stellan Skarsgård. Woo, I'm doing pretty good. Based on a true story. A riveting courtroom drama. An extraordinary new film from Istvan Sabo, the Academy Award-winning director of Sunshine and Mephisto. It's got official selection Toronto Film Festival and official selection Berlin Film Festival. Harvey Keitel, Stellan Skarsgård, and Moritz Bleibtreu. Moritz Bleibtreu. Moritz Bleibtreu. And it's got Moritz Bleibtreu. I don't know how to say the name. I'm probably getting it very wrong. It is in there. It has been rewound. It's under Imagine Entertainment. Very basic labels. And the Imagine topper. But yeah, hadn't heard of it. Looked interesting. Realised I had Stellan Skarsgård in it, who, as you know, it's been in lots of movies, but we know him recently as being in Andor. As the main protagonist of the rebellion. So I thought I'd give that a go. It's a courtroom drama, but is it based on actual events and set in Allied-occupied Berlin at the end of World War II? An American officer is sent to interrogate the great German conductor Wilhelm Furtwängler about his support of the Nazi regime during the Third Reich, at a time when other artists were forced to leave Germany or went into voluntary exile in protest. Furtwängler chose to stay behind and continue his career, becoming one of the Nazis' foremost cultural assets. In a dramatic confrontation, the US officer goes up against the revered artist, calling into question his moral integrity and his artistic obligations. With the post-war world inclined to forgive and forget, the officer's single-minded pursuit of justice makes for a suspenseful, troubling drama in which the role of the artist in a criminal society is argued forcefully from both sides. Interesting. A Nazi artist. Am I allowed to say the N-word? I don't know. This one, I don't know anything about either. It is in there. It is again, Imagine release. Has this got two covers? It's got two covers. Has anyone ever seen a VHS tape have two covers? That's interesting. You got a choice of two covers. There's a backing piece and two covers. I've never heard of that before. On VHS. Very intriguing. This movie is called The Shipment. Matthew Modine's in it, Elizabeth Berkley, Nick Turturro, Paul Rodriguez, Joe Cortez, and Robert Loggia. The Shipment. I think it's a drug one, hijack. I think. Drug deal's gone wrong. He is horrified when he learns that the shipment stashed within. Okay, so. Hijacking of a shipment of Vigoroso, or Mexican Viagra. Shipment stashed within a truckload of cows has been stolen by the man hired to make the delivery. Enter the local sheriff, Mitch Garrett, who runs across the truckload of cows and takes them into his custody, unaware of the extra cargo. Now the chase is on. Everyone's after the shipment and someone's sampled the merchandise. Interesting. I think, do you reckon that he sampled the merchandise? You reckon he sampled the merchandise if it's Mexican Viagra? The inside of this has an extra cover. So that's the cover. And if you take the VHS tape, which is also an Imagine VHS, the shipment, it's got Imagine on it. If you take that out and have a look at the inside, so outside, and if you look at the inside, it's got another case, so you can swap the covers. I've never really heard of that with a VHS tape before. Has anyone heard of that? Where you can where you can swap the covers from that to that. It's got the same backing piece, as far as I can tell, same backing piece, and it's got a different cover. with the truck, Matthew Modine, and other people on the front. That's interesting. Never heard of that before. Maybe they got a choice of what would sell in their store, possibly. I don't know. It was only $1. Yeah, $1. Okay. Three in the morning, 4, 5, 6. A couple of hours left. All right. Last of the VHS ones. I thought it was just going to be a girly kind of mean girl kind of movie, but it looks like there's some murders in it, so I picked it up. Never heard of it before. What year is it from? Well, it's got copyright, but what's the year? I hate it when they do a copyright and there's no year on the copyright. Like, I don't understand why they would do that. Yeah, it's got some kind of weird curse or something in there. Doesn't tell me the year. I'd probably have to look it up. It's called Bad Girls from Valley High. You look at it, look, it looks like something that I would not be interested in. But it's quite interesting because daring, darling, and deadly. Is that... No, I think I'm getting her mixed up with someone else. Julie Benz, Monica Kinu, Nicole... Is that Bilderbuck? That's a wicked last name. Nicole Bilderbuck. And Christopher Lloyd's in it too. And that's the side. And the back. That's where it gets interesting. Because what it says on here, the three beautiful teenage girls, Danielle, Tiffany, and Brooke, do what it takes to get what they want. Danielle, the leader of the group, sets her sights on Drew, captain of the football team, and eliminates the only thing that gets in her way, his girlfriend. But just as Danielle makes her move on Drew, a glamorous new girl arrives at the school. Suddenly, the three girls who've been involved in the elimination begin to age overnight and suspect that the new girl has put a curse on them. This punishment could be a fate totally worse than death. So yeah, interesting. Bit of I'm guessing it might be funny. I don't know, but I just got it because of the curse. All right, so that's our VHS tapes. We've got a few DVDs down here. Let me just take a sip of beer and refresh, do a hygiene check on the channel. Still one live viewer. Thank you for sticking around. All right, what should we do? Don't want to... Yeah, we'll save these for later. Pretty cool finds. I don't know if I have one of these Blu-rays. Just put... Can I put that there without it showing? Yeah, let's do that. All right, the first thing I picked up, I think I might already have, but just in case I didn't, I picked it up. It's on Blu-ray. Disc is very clean. I have a funny feeling I might... I mean, you'd think I'd be able to see it, but I just don't know. I'll have to do a double check. Hang on, just give me a second. It's got black with grey writing. You'd think I'd be able to see it, but I can't. No, look, it's in here somewhere. It's possible I might already own this, but I picked it up just in case I don't. And that's Dead Space Aftermath, based on the game Dead Space. It's kind of a game that's, and this is a movie based on the game. It's kind of like The Thing. Kind of like The Thing. There's like these morph aliens that sort of take over human bodies and morph into weird, horrible body horror aliens. Based on the hit game from EA. I'm not sure if I remember buying it or not, but I did look at one a while back. You would think I would remember whether I bought it or not, but I can't seem to see it. But still might have it. I've bought quite a few doubles by accident. But for $1, I thought I'd take the chance of just getting it anyway. It's not really like I'm losing much. Disc is very, very clean. Very, very clean. If I have 2 of them, I will add them to the prize draw. If anyone's interested, everyone loves horror. Come on. Everyone loves horror. These 2 I was very happy to find. The first one is, I don't remember it. I've seen it, but I don't remember it. It would have been a long, long time ago. Very clean. It's a thriller. Horror adjacent thriller. Andy Garcia and Uma Thurman in Jennifer 8. Anyone remember Jennifer 8? I have a vague recollection of it. But like I said, when I said 7 movies, 7 days, $7, I used to do that multiple times a week. So I've seen a lot of movies. Some of them I just don't remember. I don't fully remember. But I've seen Jennifer 8. I know that I've seen it. I just don't remember it. It's in good condition as far as I could tell. It was clean. Yeah, very clean. Anyone seen Jennifer 8? I think something about his power. Hang on there. They are the unidentified victims of an unsolved death spree, women linked by a killer's gruesome handiwork, and by police files giving them the code name Jennifer. Homicide investigator John Berlin believes he's made a breakthrough in the case when he uncovers a key witness, a young blind. I thought she was blind. I don't remember recollection of her being blind, but there's been a few movies about blind people, and I didn't know if I was getting it mixed up. Young blind woman named Helena. Yet who can rely on the testimony of a witness who cannot see? Who can trust Berlin when he is ultimately suspected of the murders? And who can keep vulnerable Helena from becoming the next Jennifer? I think it's got it's got Lance Henriksen in it. And John Malkovich. That's who I thought was in this movie. John Malkovich. Cool. So the main stars are Andy Garcia, Uma Thurman, Lance Henriksen, Kathy Baker, Graham Beckel, Kevin Conway, and John Malkovich. Music's by Christopher Young. Who's the director? Written and directed by Bruce Robinson. Don't really know that name. But Jennifer 8. Jennifer 8, she's blind. That's why they covered her eyes in this picture. Make her seem like she's blind. This I'm really happy to find because I was on... it's a little bit scratchy. Not much, but just a little bit. Mostly clean. I was on Indicator's website the other day and I found this movie there for 12... 9, 8 £8. What's that? It's like $16 or something, which is not that much of a deal really when you think about it. When you see things for £8, it's like, oh well, I mean $16, that's kind of still expensive. I guess not that expensive on Blu-ray, but I found it just the other day, which is awesome because I've been watching this movie. Anyone remember Single White Female? Bridget Fonda and Jennifer Jason Leigh. How do you lock the terror out when you've already invited it in? So it's an advertisement for a housemate who turns out to be a psycho, who tries to dress like you and look like you. Ellie Jones finds herself trapped in a terrifying nightmare when her new roommate moves in and takes over more than just the spare bedroom. First she takes her clothes, then her boyfriend, and now she wants her life. From Oscar-nominated director Barbet Schroeder. This critically acclaimed thriller features electrifying performances and knife-edge suspense. This DVD version of Single White Female also includes the original theatrical trailer. This is like it's a thriller, but it's a I don't know if you'd call it a slash. It's not really a slasher. It's more of a psychotic thriller. Good movie though. Anyone guess this movie yet? Anyone guess this movie? In the replay crew? There's not really anybody watching tonight, but a replay crew, you guess this movie? Did you guess it? I've kind of given you a hint. You might get a hint. Very happy to get Single White Female. Very, very happy to get Single White Female. What do we got left in here? Oh. Cool. So this is one by director Jeffrey Wright. I think it was, Jeffrey Wright. It's got Russell Crowe, Daniel Pollock, and Jacqueline McKenzie. Now, if you saw that a while back, I did a chat about, on the Doom vlog, a chat about Metal Skin. Metal Skin was a trilogy, one of a trilogy of Jeffrey Wright's films. I wouldn't call it a trilogy, really. I mean, like, there were 3 movies he made, sort of closer together than the other ones. One of them was Metal Skin. The other one was, forgetting the name of the movie, Cherry Falls, I think. Which I still need to find, Cherry Falls. It's a reversal of a slasher movie. Yeah, I really do need to find it. So instead of the slasher killer finding all of the girls that are sleeping with other people and killing them, it's the killer killing all the virgins in the town. So even the parents are like telling their kids to go out and sleep with someone so that they don't get killed. He did that one, which was Cherry Falls. He did Metal Skin, and he did this movie, which everyone should know, Romper Stomper. Yep, so an Australian neo-Nazi film. And very dark, very depressing, but an amazing movie nonetheless. Good to have this. I mean, I'm getting rid of my copy of Metal Skin because I've got the Blu-ray, the Umbrella re-release. Very clean disc. Yeah, a little scuffy in places, but not by much. But really happy to find this in an op shop for $1. $1. Very happy about that. Don't know anything about this movie. It's called Evil in the Deep. And I think it's a flashback entertainment one, which means it's probably in 4:3 aspect ratio, which it is. Look, I'll tell you a little bit about my flashback entertainment, and there's a few other different cheap distribution companies. They do a lot of the movies in 4:3. Movie is scuffy and smudgy, but mostly clean, just a bit on the scuffy side. I only really collect them as a placeholder. So if I find a movie and it's like, oh yeah, that's really old and hard to find, I get it if it's flashback entertainment. Even if it's not widescreen, I'll pick it up because until I find a proper one, I've got the movie to watch. Even if it changes my aspect ratio to 4:3, I can watch the movie. If it's on Tubi or somewhere like that, that's fine. But in the meantime, I can watch the movie because I own it and can watch it again and again if I want to. It's about owning it. That's what physical media is. It's what we love, is being able to watch our movies. This one has the tag phrase, rips your nerves to shreds. It's got Stephen Boyd and Cheryl Ladd in it. Evil in the Deep. I don't know anything about it, but the cover looks cool. Evil in the Deep. Rips your nerves to shreds. Not really any pictures. After discovering a cursed map whilst investigating a murder, Detective Stephen Boyd rounds up a crew of ambitious divers to go on a search for the sunken treasure revealed in the map. When the treasure hunters find out that they aren't the only ones looking for the buried treasure, the race to find it is on. Will Boyd find the treasure in time, or will the curse of the sunken treasure put an end to his efforts? It's directed by Virginia L. Stone. I don't know who she is, but the year is what? Does it give you a year? No, it's not going to give you a year. Nope, no year. I'm not surprised. It's flashback entertainment. I'm sure it's probably 70s. It's probably 70s. I'm going to guess. It's probably 70s. Picked it up anyway as a placeholder. The last DVD I've heard of, and I don't... Disc is a bit smudgy, mostly clean. I've heard of this before. I picked it up because I thought I'd heard of it, but the cover doesn't really jog my memory. It's got Wes Bentley, Sophia Skyer, with weird spelling, Michael Madsen, and Eric Roberts. Based on the short story by Edgar Allan Poe, The Tomb, Her Body, Your Soul. Into the horror collection. An Edgar Allan Poe adaptation of The Tomb. Michael Madsen as well. Michael Madsen. What's it say there? Successful writer and scholar Jonathan Merrick falls under the spell of irresistible... I can't hold this straight. Let's try it now. Come on, Roddy. Falls under the spell of irresistible, bewitchingly beautiful Lygia. Is that the name? She's fighting a fatal illness, and she will stop at nothing to defeat death, her one true enemy. She steals other people's souls on her quest to immortality. She tricks Jonathan into supporting her work, breaking him apart from his fiancée, and pulling him into her dark, mysterious world by the Black Sea. They settle down in an old manor by the Black Sea, where Lygia's everlasting presence slowly drives Jonathan to madness. So, yeah, Edgar Allan Poe. So probably romantic horror, adjacent. Romantic horror, romantic thriller. Yeah, there you go. All right, so that's everything except for two things I want to show you. Well, it's almost everything. I picked these up. They are a little bit scratchy, but some of the scratches are actually part of the case. Okay, so I picked these up. I better double check the discs are in there or there's no points. Let's grab this one. Yep, clean. This must have come out of this lady's collection as well. Oh, and this one. Smudgy but clean. Not really my kinds of movies at all. Some would call it torture porn. Some would just call it extreme horror. I've picked these up. They're going to be part of my giveaway. These are steelbooks. Steelbook of Quentin Tarantino Presents Hostel, filmed by Eli Roth, in a steelbook. It's a beautiful steelbook. Beautiful steelbook. Hostel, not my kind of movie at all. I have no desire to watch people get tortured, even though it's just a film. I have no desire to watch people get tortured. These are the old style steelbooks that don't have the fold in the middle. It's got that. So it's got the tools of the trade, tools of the torture trade. The disc is pretty clean. And the steelbook is in pretty good condition. So usually with the more modern steelbooks, you would get this folding piece in the middle. It would fold separately, but this is an older one, so probably worth a little bit more, I would think. That's Hostel 1 and Hostel Part 2, Quentin Tarantino Presents, Hostel Part 2, Eli Roth. It does have a little scratch on the front. It's a metal cover. Not much I can say about that. Hostel Part 2. Yeah, not my kind of movie. Are you ready to take another terrifying, blood-soaked trip into the darkest recesses of the human mind? No, I'm not really. I'm not really interested. So if you see how these original steelbooks look, the fold was on the edge. Now these days they do them so that the spine folds out separately like a book spine. The discs here are clean. This one's a bit smudgier than the other one. The inside looks like that. But it is a steelbook. So maybe you're interested in having the DVD steelbook. These are DVDs, obviously. And you get both of them once I sort out this competition. Hostel Part 1 and Hostel Part 2. Whoop. Very good find for $1 each, man. $1 each. $1 each. I'll keep my eye out for more. I got 1 week to sort myself out. $1 each. Okay, so we'll put those aside for our competition. I need more beer. I had the heater in here. It was very cold in here earlier. I should just put them all back in. Let's put everything back in the bag because that tabletop will not support too much weight. VHS tape. Blu-rays can go with the Blu-rays. I can figure that one out later. VHS. This glass cabinet. I've got to screw off the tabletop so it doesn't put all the weight on the glass cabinet. So everything's leaning on the glass cabinet. Sorry, just give me a sec. I don't know if anyone's still here. I hope you're having a good night. To the person watching, what are you doing tonight? You just listening or are you watching? I'm a listener. I like to put my earbuds in, get about the house, do my thing. Then we'll leave Hostel on top so they don't get squashed and scratched. All right. Where are we at? Right, still 1 live viewer. Okay, so we're almost at the end of Let's Get Physical Media. I'll just finish with some things that I got from JB Hi-Fi. Start with the cheaper one first, because I made an impulse buy today. I'll put that to the side. I saw this last time and I was going to pick it up, but I didn't. Then I kind of regretted it because we all live in regrets. One of my regrets is not picking up things that I see. And I did see this, but I didn't pick it up. I have some toys by this artist. He's a pretty well-known Australian artist. His background is Lithuanian like me, like my family, but he's a well-known artist and designer. And he's done lots of like comic-y kind of artworks and figurines and things like that. I have a signed figurine by him somewhere in one of my cupboards. I thought it was here, but maybe it's not. But this was his movie based on his main character that he created. The artist is by the name of Nathan Juravicius. And the artist's movie was called Scary Girl. Now, Scary Girl is one of his figurines that he made, you know, vinyl figurines, and he also did lots of drawings and art prints of Scary Girl. This is a movie he made. Who's in it? Bob Collins, Remy High, Tim Minchin, Gillian Nguyen, Deborah Mailman, Liv Hewson, Mark Cole-Smith, I can't read that name, Dylan something, with Anna Torrey and Sam Neill. But it's a quirky kind of story. You know, you got these kind of characters. Yeah. I can't explain Scary Girl to you. It's just a weird universe and like a world that he's created. But it was $10 last time, and it was still $10. And I picked it up because it was $10 on Blu-ray. It's going to look nice on the Blu-ray player. The other Blu-ray I picked up I picked up on impulse because I know that online, when I look at JB Hi-Fi online, this comes up, but often when you can't find it in a store, it tends to be because they've sold out. So I noticed it online and I couldn't find it in stores, and I thought, well, the stores probably don't have them. It might be just in one of their warehouses. Today I walked in and I found it and I picked it up. I paid full price for it. I wasn't going to. That's not how I usually work. I usually wait for a deal, even if it's like $10 off, $8 off, $20 off, whatever the case might be. But this is a 2-movie collection, which means I can sell my DVD copies, my legitimate ones, which I just bought. Grindhouse, Planet Terror, and Death Proof on Blu-ray. As you can see, that's what it costs. Usually, for me, I would usually wait till this was reduced or if they had a sale on, but I haven't seen this in any JB Hi-Fis. I do see it online occasionally on JB Hi-Fi, but you have to see which store it's coming from, whether they've got it. JB Hi-Fi has been a bit weird lately with showing stock somewhere, and if you're ordering like 5 different things and they're all in different stores, it won't let you process the order. I don't know why that is. I need to ask some questions about that. It's just weird. It's weird that you, like if where I work, if you order 10 different things and they're in 10 different places, the order will go through and those 10 different things will come from the 10 different places to the place that's going to send them out. That's how it works. So if you order 10 things, everything's got a different place. 10 different shops is where they're stored. Those 10 different shops will get an order. The order will get sent from there, each of those individual stores, to our store, and then we will then go ahead and deliver it from there. But JB Hi-Fi doesn't work like that. It's either being sent from their warehouse or it's being sent from another store. And if that store is, I don't know, like 20 kilometers away, it won't let you do it. I don't know why. But I picked it up. I didn't check the special features. I believe it's got a ton. It's got a ton of special features. A ton. It's been a while since I've seen both of these movies. The last movie I watched of the two was Death Proof. I watched a few times over. I watched Planet Terror once. There's the special features. I'm not going to read them all. There's a bit of reflection, so everybody's not going to like it. That's a ton of special features. Now, this is a VVE release. My other VVE, I have a couple of VVE releases, but my other one, my main one, is, I believe it's Army of Darkness. Yeah, Army of Darkness. So my Army of Darkness release for Evil Dead is also VVE. Even though I hate that freaking cover, is also VVE. So yeah, happy to have it. All right, happy to have it, and to reduce 2 DVDs down to 1 Blu-ray, and to get this in the collection, I have to think about it again. So there you go. It's got tons of stuff. It's got the Grindhouse theatrical version, Planet Terror extended version, Death Proof extended version. Oh, so it's got both movies in the theatrical version, and it's got Planet Terror and Death Proof in the extended versions. Disc 4, because those are disc 1, both theatricals. Disc 2 is one movie extended. Disc 3 is the other movie extended. Disc 4 is the bonus special features. It's got tons. Tons and tons. Got stuff about Planet Terror, stuff about Death Proof. It's got additional Grindhouse bonuses and trailers. The making of, the extended trailer, storyboards. Interesting. Tons and tons and tons of stuff to watch. $56. Not really what I wanted to pay, but I saw I'm like, I haven't seen this in the store at all. I'm picking it up. There you go. That's extended some of my Blu-ray collection. All right. Now, that's our physical media sorted. We're going to do 2 more things tonight before the night's over, because we are at 3:30 in the morning. We are going to do mail and toy talk. First of all, we're going to do mail. I just want to finish this beer. Won't be able to finish it straight away. Let's go ahead and do some Mail. Welcome to mail. Welcome to mail. All right. Let us get two things to show you. We've got one that's the umbrella things I bought. But this one, I'm not going to show you the stuff to Dogsby, but it's been wrapped up like crazy. So I'm going to have to open this up with my trusty knife and show you what I picked up because I haven't opened it since I ordered it. Hang on a second. Still one live viewer. One quiet, patient viewer with good listening ears, listening with their earballs and their eyeballs. Now, I don't want to cut this, but where's the corner? We're going to use our favorite knife. How are we going to open this? I need the edge because this has been boxed in a weird way. Like that, maybe? The sharpest knife I have. I've had this knife for years. I've had this knife for years and years and years. Since I was very young, I've had this knife. Well, I've had this knife at least until I'd say before I was 30. Quite blunt actually. The tip's not very sharp. Look how not sharp the tip is. Ready, focus. Look, it's round. I need to get this sharpened properly. Not the sharpest knife. Needs a new point. But I like it. I've had it for a long time. Gosh, I think I'd have even had it in my early 20s. I'm trying to remember when I got it. I got it years ago. Found it in a box. I was like, sweet, I love this knife. Don't do knife crime, guys. Don't do knife crime. All right. It's warming up in here. I've got some of it open. Can I get it all the way open? Let's just do that. Please don't hurt the insides of it. Come on, you can open without being a pain. There we go. Gonna make a huge mess. There we go. It's coming out. It's coming out. That's the box. That's a pretty good throw. That was a pretty good throw. Unwrapping. Unwrapping. Paper smells really quite bizarre. Now, I already have two of these exact movies separately. And I was trying to find the third movie separately and I couldn't. But I ended up finding a 3-pack. It is on VHS. What is dark paper? Alright, now I do have Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back. It should be the exact same ones. No, is it not the same ones? Interesting. I thought it was the same ones. They have a different cover on them, I think. Oh no, it's the other side. You know, it's the exact same ones. One side shows one thing, the other side shows the other. Okay. I picked this up. It's actually really nice condition. Really nice condition. Okay, so I picked this up on VHS. Really nice, shiny, glossy case with these movies. Oh no, and the sticker seems to have come out. How'd the sticker come out? This just fell out. This just fell out. Interesting. Cool. And I've got Star Wars: A New Hope, and I've got Empire Strikes Back. Same, exact same. Looks like this. Well, the inside smells a bit funky. Just look a bit funky in there. So I've got, well, they're a bit worn out as well. Maybe I'll replace these inner ones with the, all of the labels are coming off. Feels a bit like they're in a damp room. But I've got this one, exactly the same. Yeah, labels come off. They look a bit damp. Why do they look like that? Then there's no rot on them. I'll have to fix these up. That. Empire Strikes Back. Labels coming off that as well. You can see the label coming off as I pull it out. Yeah, I'm either gonna have to glue them on. They're not moldy though. That's good. I just have to glue the labels back on, or I could just swap out. If Return of the Jedi, look at the wear. Look at the wear on this cover. My covers are much nicer. I might swap out the good ones for these ones. A lot of wear on that one, and the front cover of Star Wars is pretty good. So this fell out. So that fell out, which has that kind of oily consistency to it for when things get a bit damp. But still, if I've got Return of the Jedi, I can swap out one for the other. Return of the Jedi is also a little bit worn. Can I clean it up? I was hoping it'd be a lot cleaner as Return of the Jedi. I don't have that. But you can see, look at the edges of it. It has seen better days. I think I paid $5 for it plus $10 shipping. So 15. So I can't really argue too much. Hopefully the label is in good condition. Label is not on there. That is disappointing. Yep, label's completely missing. Did I drop it? Maybe I dropped it. Label's missing off Return of the Jedi. Okay. Alright, disappointing. But still, because they didn't show me the pictures of them individually, just the box. And it does look like it's had some kind of staining on it. There's no tape rot though. So there you go. I'll have to do a swap out of good versus bad. There's nothing else in there. No. That was a good mail one. Oh, I'm going to need a bio break in a minute. Let's put them up here. All right, let's move on to our umbrella entertainment. Umbrella Entertainment. I don't want my address on there, so I'll swap it so you can only see this side. Umbrella Entertainment. I hope you're watching. I know I've left you really late, so you probably don't want to, but there's my box. $12.50 and under, I think it was. Oh, yes. We love Umbrella Entertainment. We love Umbrella Entertainment. Oh, that movie's finished. Did you guess what movie it was? We're going to be finished soon anyway. Don't there's anything else? No. They don't send extras, but that's okay. I didn't ask for extras. They didn't say they were going to send extras. Sometimes I think if you chucked a sticker in there, it'll go on my fridge. Umbrella Entertainment. If you send me a sticker, go on my fridge. Go on my fridge, mate. Right, so there's nothing else in the box besides these two. Nothing else but two Blu-rays and some Packing kernels. I do not want. They can go there. All right, let's talk about what we got before we move on to Toy Talk. The first one I'm going to talk about, these were $12.50 and under. So one was, were they $12.50? I think this was, they were both 10. I think they were both 10. Yeah, they were both 10. Then I paid $9 postage. This I picked up because I already bought it for my friend Richard. I bought him a copy of this for his birthday. And I decided that I would wait. So I bought it for him and waited for myself. I've been wanting to own it though and watch it and own it. $10, Late Night with the Devil. I think when I bought Richard's, it was like, sorry Richard, if you're watching this, I think I paid about $25-30 for his Blu-ray, because that's kind of retail. Maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was 35. I can't remember. It wasn't that old at the time. It's a bit older now. Late Night with the Devil. Just really want to watch this late night show. Night Owls has he's trying to revive his career, and he gets on a possessed girl and a bunch of other quirky dudes, and then I think it brings on the devil onto the show. Late Night with the Devil. $10. I mean, ultimately, if you include postage, $15 each, which is still cheaper than you get them in the store. So thank you, Umbrella. That is a great sale. A great sale. Late Night with the Devil. Really, 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 really happy to have that. Really, 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 really happy to have it. And the other one is one I wanted to own. I don't mind if it doesn't come with a slipcase. I was hoping it would come with a slipcase, but this one did not. Because they have a slipcase cover one there. It was $10. I was thinking that I ordered that one, but I ordered the plain one without a slipcase. That's actually okay. I don't super love this movie. Do you know movies that are like, got a story and it's fantastical, but then what they do is they go, oh, what this needs to do is we need to bring those characters from their fantasy world into our time. I don't like it when people do that. I don't like it when movies do that. I don't like when you get something that's kind of got its story people know really well and they just bring it into the modern age. Like people come out from underneath the city or come through a time portal and they're like, you know, dodging taxis and stuff. I don't really like that. It's not really my favorite thing to watch. It's the kind of thing that I personally think that, like, you could have just made the movie in that world. It's not. I'm not a fan of that style of filmmaking. Come on, you can focus on me. No, why it's so glary. Come on, there we go. That's a bit better. So this movie did that. It brought fantastical world into the modern world. And besides that, it's a fun movie, but I didn't like that about it. And that is Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. $10. $10. Now, this doesn't have a whole lot on it, but it does have special features. It does have audio commentary of director Gary Goddard, Electric Boogaloo extended interviews with actor Dolph Lundgren, director Gary Goddard, producer Ed Pressman, production designer William Stout, co-writer Stephanie Tolkien, and special effects supervisor Richard Edlund. Masters of the Universe 2, Tales of the Sequel That Never Was, with filmmaker Albert Poyen and others. Behind the Legend archival featurette, Canon Films sci-fi and fantasy trailer reel, stills and poster gallery, original theatrical trailer and teaser trailer, and Easter egg. So for a small release where you just get the basics, you get a bit. It's good. Umbrella, I like what you do. I like what you do. It's very cool. You got the spaceships, you got Skeletor. Never really loved this version of Skeletor with a mouth, but he does have a mouth. You got Dolph Lundgren looking suitably like He-Man. The live action motion picture. Look, it was a fun movie. It really was. But bringing it to New York or wherever it came to, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan. Anyway, $10 and $10. Really happy for $20 plus $9 postage. Essentially $15 each, or $14.50 if you like, for each Blu-ray. I'm still really happy with that. Thank you, Umbrella Entertainment. I now have Master of the Universe. What's that, 80s? Just give me the date. I hate looking for dates on things. It's so tiny, I can't tell. I think it was 80s. if not the early 90s. But very, very happy to have it. So yeah, these two things are very welcome in my collection. Thank you, Umbrella. I got Late Night with the Devil and Master of the Universe. I almost bought Houseboat Horror, but I pulled out last second. I was like, oh, I don't want to spend too much. So there we have it. So before we go into Toy Talk, I do need to have a bio break. So I'm going to pop you on a waiting screen. Oh, 2 live viewers. Hi, viewer number 2. I will be back, both of you. I will be back for Toy Talk before we finalize the episode this evening. So I'm just going to pop you on a hold screen. Which hold screen? Let's go. Let's go on the fireplace. Hang on. Just wait. I need to put my microphone on mute. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right. Gotta find Ron Roddy. Hang on. There we go. Rotten Roddy. Rotten Roddy. He's back in the house. All right, we're going to move on to Toy Talk. I think we'll wind it down. It's been a bit of a slow night. I do have some news. I'll touch on it briefly. We'll talk about it more next week. But first we'll do Toy Talk because Toy Talk is important. We're nearly at 4 in the morning. I do need to wind this up because I did start very late. I do realise, having had to think about it. Let us move on to Toy Talk. Toy Talk. 1, 2, 3, go.
Toy Talk.
Welcome to Toy Talk, where we talk about toys and toys talk about us. Well, they actually don't talk about us, but we do talk about toys. We usually try to talk about a few things that we find here or there, or if we've ordered something or whatever the case might be. We did talk at one stage about the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith real walking action AT-AT, which I ordered in. It was a real nostalgia bomb. That was a couple of episodes back. These are just op shop finds, but they're pretty cool. So let us talk about the right one. So it's a red alert time to talk about toys.
Rude alert, rude alert. Many Wurlitzers are missing from my database. Abandoned shop. This is not a daffodil. Repeat, this is not a daffodil.
All right, let's talk about toys. These first two are Simpsons related. One is legitimate, the other is... Oh, your dress is coming up. One is legitimate, the other one I think is a bootleg. I'm pretty sure it's a bootleg because I can't see a real tag. I mean, it's possible, but it just feels like a bootleg. But once again, I could be wrong. We've found a few Simpsons stuffed toys. This one is Homer Simpson. Last time we found Homer Simpson with a pull inflatable around his tummy. Mouth looked the same. Bit kind of scrunchy and weird. Eyeballs pointing in different directions. His hair's pretty cool. But I think this guy's a bootleg. Because it doesn't have the Simpsons logo on it. Give me a sec. Made in China. Hunter Leisure. This is done in Tullamarine, Victoria. Nanko. Chelsea, Massachusetts. But no Simpsons logo, which you would expect. So I believe this is a bootleg. Fancy bootleg. Look, it could be real, but I don't think so. His mouth has a bit of plastic in there to keep the mouth in shape. It's quite hard in there. A bit of plastic in there to make his mouth have that shape, and something in there as well. Look, it's a good looking little toy, but plushy, but it's not real because it's got Nanko on there. It should have the Simpsons logo. Anyway, or the Mac Groening logo. He's got a weird arm sticking out at a weird angle. Is he like thumbing for a ride? It's like, can you help? I don't know. It's pronounced no killer. $2, I think it was. Was it $2? $2 bucks. $2 buckaroos. Oh, come on, there you go. $2 from Vinny's. I picked it up because he was Homer. He was and is Homer. This one is legitimate. It does have a Mac Groening Simpsons logo on the bottom. It's a weird plushie. I don't know what kind it is, but this is legit. $2 as well. Marge, come on, ready? Marge with a giant long hair, squishy, super squishy. Marge, her dress keeps popping up at the back though. It's a bit rude. She's got her like red beaded necklace. Her nose is drawn on. Well, it's actually printed on. And she's got little shoes. I don't want to show you up her dress, but there is a, see, it's $2. There is a, where am I? Simpsons logo. So this is legitimate. It's got 20th Century Fox logo and the Simpsons. What year? It's probably new. It doesn't give me a date. They used to give dates. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990. 1990 No dates, just a phone number. But this is legitimate. So this is a legitimate Simpsons plush of Marge with a weird dress. Seems to be riding very high. All right, so I picked that up just because it was $2 and I couldn't really say no to it. The next thing I picked up was very cool. I'm going to take the take out the receipt. Show you what it is. Oh, sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mike. Look, I was looking at it going, oh, what's this weird this taxi cab thing? It's like pretty fancy. Look, it's got Deadpool on top. Oh, cool. It's got Deadpool on top, looking like Deadpool. Go on, focus. Focus on Deadpool. Waving. No, he's doing that. He's doing that. Can we see him? Can we see him doing that? I don't know that we can. It's very hard to get. It's very hard to get close. Yeah, he's doing his Deadpool. Oh, come on, Roddy. There we go. But what he is, actually, is he's from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, because you can tell by the bottom. Because of how large it is, I was like, this has got to be a popcorn container. Deadpool and Wolverine. And the way this works is this opens up like a handle, and that's where your popcorn comes from. All your popcorn goes in there. So it's a popcorn container with Deadpool on top. But it was $4, and I have no room for it, but I liked it. So I picked it up. And I like the original 2 Deadpool movies. Never seen Deadpool and Wolverine. Heard bad things. Has Deadpool on the number plate. Deadpool. $4, man. Oh, sorry, Mike. That's a few times in one go. Quite large. Can't really tell. Should be sitting on this side. Quite large. Very large car. If I can fit it somewhere, I will, but I don't know that I have the room in here. And the very last thing I picked up, I was quite happy about. It's very cute. Here's everyone's favorite alien. Hang on. We're pretty much at 4 in the morning. I need to wind this one down. We've lost all our live viewers. I picked this up. It was no price, so he gave it to me for $2. I don't think it's battery powered, though. Maybe it is. It's got a speaker on the back of it. What batteries does it take? I think this is battery powered. Maybe it is battery powered. Anyway, it's half plastic. It's got a real fabric on the front to make it look real. Is Grogu. Now his head seems to move a bit, and if you push it, it actually does make some noise. And I just noticed on the back that there are speakers. His hands move. You can pull this down. You can see him. So this is fabric. This is plastic. His feet are just flat, but you can see the battery pack underneath, which I only just realized was there. Could probably swap the batteries out and see if it works, which would be pretty cool. But I like it. He's, you know, his little thing. We'll go up there with my other Mandalorian stuff. Mandalorian and Grogu movies coming out, or is out. I don't know if it's coming out soon. But I thought I'd pick it up. There's the speakers on the back. So if I swap the batteries out, maybe this will make noise when you push its head. Or something. Maybe you move its arm. But I can't find any other buttons. But his head does kind of push in. But I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute that it has the fabric there. And that you can sort of see his face underneath. Or just leave that to cover him like it does in the TV show. His eyes look pretty good. I can't catch him at a good angle to see his eyes. Got glowy kind of eyes. There you go. And you know, I only charged $2 for it. I was only charged $2 for it. Cool. Well, that's that. I'm going to test it out now that I know it's got batteries in it. I'm going to take this. I'm going to open it up, take the batteries out, and replace the batteries, and maybe Grogu will start making Grogu noises at me. And I think we'll just leave it there. I had some news about Disney and AI because Disney's new CEO is just a dick. He's a dick. They've fired 1,000 creatives in the last couple of weeks, and now he's like telling us to get over ourselves and that the future is AI and we have to get over ourselves. That was going to be my news, but I don't really feel like having that conversation out 4 in the morning. So I'm going to let you guys go. No one's really watching at this point in time, but I do have a replay crew that will touch base with me tomorrow. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you've been watching live, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're watching as replay crew and you watch it later, thank you very much for being here. Please go ahead and share, like, subscribe. Should press the like, subscribe button. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And, you know, I'm a small channel. I'm at 156, so I'm really great that I'm really happy. It's great that we've gone up. It's really great that we've gone up a few more subscribers, mate. So thanks for that. But yeah, we could use a bit more. So next week's going to be episode 50. We're going to do a competition. We're going to have some physical media as giveaways. But I will let you know how it's going to work on both YouTube and on Instagram. So you need to follow me on Instagram to be able to know what's happening. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you just follow me on YouTube, you'll need to follow me on Instagram as a starting point. So go ahead and find Neon Doom Room on Instagram. I'm also under neon.doom. And I might actually make a new Instagram account under the Doom Vlog. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we're going to have a competition, 50th episode, and we'll see if some winners can help over the next 2 to 4 weeks get some more subscribers on so that we can build the channel up. All right, thank you so much for being here. I'm running out of words. The beer has made me a little bit tippy, and we'll talk to you on the next one before I ramble on about more of nothing. So I'm very happy with what we've received today. I think I need to fix up the Star Wars and the Empire Strikes Back in that with my good ones, swap them out, and Return of the Jedi missing its decal was not so fun, but that's okay. At least it's in there. And we've got some good Blu-rays. What have we got? We got Dead Space Aftermath, which we may or may not already own. We have Scary Girl, which is for some reason now loose. I'll have to fix that up. We've got Late Night with the Devil through Umbrella. Thank you, Umbrella. And also Masters of the Universe. Both of those $10 each on their under $12.50 sale. And we picked up, of course, Grindhouse, Planet Terror, and Death Proof on Blu-ray, which means I can now get rid of my Death Proof and Planet Terror on DVD and make more room in the collection for Blu-rays. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you being here. Have a good one. Don't forget to... what letter have I not done yet? Don't forget to dive into your dashboard. No, please don't dive into your dashboard. I'm going to change it. Please dive into the deep end and echo your elephants. It's not a real sentence, but I'm taking it. We'll see you on the next new vlog, episode 50. Thank you very much for being here. Please make sure you kiss your dog goodnight for me, pat your mum, and I'll see you on the next new vlog, episode 50, where we talk about more physical media. We talk about more toys. We talk about the news. We're going to have a competition. We're going to get some winners over the next month, and we're going to build up more subscribers so we can have more of you here having a chat to me or listening to me in your earbuds. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Love you. Leave you. BZ, Rotten Roddy, Mike, in the Neon Doom Room, bidding you farewell. Sleep well. Don't let the bed boobs bite. Have a good one. Later. Good night, all. Thank you very much for your time.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?